You're back. Don't you lin me. I thought things had already gone sideways, but more pirates showed up when you were gone. We weren't as lucky this time. Calvert, Troy, some of the new Dusties. Who knows with pirates? Revenge, peeking at the scraps. Maybe they're from a different crew and we just got hit. Well, how could you have? You weren't here. Anyway, I was pinned down behind some crates with Barrett. Bullets and laser fire everywhere. No smile on that damn carefree face of his. Like he knew this. I started steeling myself to go out fighting. Then that idiot puts his hand on my shoulder and says,
For some, perhaps. Barrett is quite capable. All things.
Next thing I know, 2 of the pirates are dead, and he's got the third one, drags him out into the open at gunpoint, and demands to talk, or else I'm going to demonstrate Newton's third law on this. And that's when they brought out Hela. I didn't overhear everything. But after the 10 longest seconds of my life, Barrett put his hands up, and both of them ended up getting taken. And that's the last I saw of either of them. Too risky to put that in the message. Too much liability. Our clients need to know when the operations start and stop. We handle the rest. They could have grav-jumped anywhere. I tried pinging a transmission to the ship in the comms building before they left, but the pirates must have fried it. You want to try it? Go ahead. But the odds of them being alive, even if you could... I've lost a lot of people on this run, Dusty. That before we are discovered. Wanna try fixing that computer? Go ahead. Don't see what good it will do since they're already gone, but fine. Here. You need... I'm fine, Dusty. In this line of work, only managed to scrounge up one so far.
Make out the grav jump calculations before we're out of range. Out of range of what? Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never. What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship. You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face. We're doomed. Capital D doomed. Got it, okay. Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat. Rescue us.
So, you actually get that computer... What? Let me see. Funny. Even... Okay. Let me send you the location data embedded in the transmission. What? Really? Not really cut out for whatever it is, but it might not be a bad time to think about a career change after all this. If you have room in your... Well, don't start buying me stuffed animals for my birthday or anything. But yes, all right. I don't like... Just get after them, okay? And hey, if you ever need a little extra help, I've been thinking about... Seems like you've been keeping busy, Dusty. My contract's up. After this mess? Sure. I don't mind taking orders from a... If you give me an outpost to run, I'll have it optimized for rapid material production in no time. I'm a good hand with explosives, and you'll never hear me complain about... Works for me. I'm not fussy about... Right. I'll get to work.
And just what is on your mind at this moment? always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Lifting off now. Aim point reached. Orbit stable. Landing site looks clean. Let's set it down.
It's my second favorite thing in the galaxy. And next to cleaning the galaxy.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Oh, hey, it's you. And here I thought you were some pirate coming back. Considering the spaceship wreckage, you mean? Yeah, well, you missed the worst of it. Hey, you know, when I pulled you to the med bench back on Vectera, I honestly... So, I guess I'm saying...
No good deed goes unpunished, as they say.
Man, I was so terrified when I got pulled on board. There it was all. Sorry. Not what you and I would call a plane. Oh, he tells me we need to start pretending to fight each other. Trick, I just remember him shouting, "This kid is a killer. How am I supposed to defend myself?" I mean, I didn't think it would work, but they came in. All of a sudden, we were... Bingo. Blasted the pilot right in the back. I blacked out. And when I came to, there he was. You missed the fun part, Heller. I mean, I go through all the trouble of safe. Then he did the little. Well, no, I don't think so. I caught him holding his ribs. Oh, yeah. Probably should have talked about that first. So, I was real excited when a ship showed up. And then, really less excited when Barrett said, it's... I was drifting in and out. But, I was drifting in and out. Got a signal from the ship before they grav jumped. Guessing it was Barrett. Haven't really been... Hey, I should come with... I think Argos is probably gonna write this whole thing off. Plus, I'm 90% sure... Yeah, just, give me a minute. I think the worst of it is... Yeah, now, let me know when you want to head out. Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? Don't worry about me. I'm a tough cookie. The painkillers... You bet. I've worked on enough remote outposts that I know if... And if you're in the market for a mining buddy, I'm your guy. Phew, I'm glad to hear you say that. You got it. Catch you on the flip side.
Can't believe we got into this mess. Would you be quiet? Trying to make out the grav jump calculations before we're out of range. Out of range of what? Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never. What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship. You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face. We're doomed. Capital D, doomed. Got it, okay. Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat. Rescue us.
You've given the fleet a lot of trouble, Barrett.
Hey, since when is surviving being attacked causing trouble? Isn't that just fighting back? Hey, pilot, could you move your arm a little bit to the left? I can't make out the console.
Don't move! He's trying to figure out our destination. Probably transmitting this conversation right now while we're still in orbit.
Well, yeah. Thought I was making that pretty obvious. Okay, put the gun down. I'm done. See? My retinas are pointing away from the console and towards this lovely view of space we have out the window.
Tie him up. Once we get back to the base, the fun starts.
I have something for you when you've got a sec.
Is that how the saying goes?
And we're off. Orbital pattern lock. Full engine loss on target.
Ta-da! We've arrived!
Another planet without native life. All we need to concern ourselves with then is other visitors.
certainty to the universe at all. Once you really start getting out there, the laws of physics kind of turn into suggestions.
You're pulling my leg again, right?
Holy shit. You act...
I do not understand. Is...
Well, this is turning into a regular constellation party, isn't it? Matsura the Grim here and I actually have a lot in common.
Both escape artists. Being captured by SysDef myself.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Relativity. We're all just creatures of the universe, trying. You know, it's actually been kind of nice. Matsura the...
No sense letting people's last moments be unpleasant.
See, that's what I like about you, Matsura. Real renaissance.
I have enjoyed our time together, Barrett. But I can't just let you go with nothing to show. Is Constellation willing to pay ransom in exchange for this man's freedom? You want me to end all... Was considering. Barrett has some good friends, it seems.
It's been a real pleasure, Matsura. Really. And good luck out there with all...
I find the interior of...
I may not quite enjoy New Atlantis, but this... this is much better.
Sorry for the wait, everyone. Got a little held up on Vectera.
Barrett, we were worried sick.
Well, some of us were.
I see what you did there, Walter. And I know you've been secretly crying into your piles of money just waiting for my return.
Actually, Walter has been complaining about you more than usual, which is always a sign when he's worried. Don't start, country.
Wait, is that? And to think the first artifact was taking up dust on the library shelf. Now look at them all. You feel it a bit, can't you? Ever since I found the second one, had the visions. So hey, I'm still not 100%, plus I feel guilty dragging you into all of this. It doesn't really matter to me. Never get too attached to ships. After the 5th or 6th time one blows up and you get marooned. Plus the Frontier is a constellation ship. And you're one of us now. So it's just as much yours as... Marvelous.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too.
Sorry. I was lost in the Go ahead and ask. Let's see. I enjoy cheese. I think about it a lot. There's so many possibilities. I'm not a fearful man, and I'm keenly aware that this artifact could change my life. Well, when I picked it up, I had no idea what it was. I saw... I think it's pretty clear now there's a possible correlation, but of course, correlation isn't necessarily causation. Once it's a fluke, but once I get back into academic mode, I'll be writing a paper that will obfuscating the identities of the powered, of course, which means we all get... On Bendy? No, wait, it was Kazal. I can feel Lynn's admonishing stare boring. She's not actually standing. Well, point is, my story's probably a lot like yours. We dug a pit, found some really wonky. Sure, like what? Good talk. Right. No worries. I respect people who want to make this place work in spite of the odds. They could go to an easy world and tend flowers all day.
Finished up yet? It's you and me.
The struggle to exist fuels them here.
There's something you should know up front. I'm a co. That's it. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact. It's... After Planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila. And he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife... Because you'll find a whole lot of nothing. Gravitational anomalies are a little hard to pick up in an area with tons of starship traffic. Not to mention all the electronics from the city, and security scramblers that the Free Star or smugglers out on the frontier put down. Yeah, and the Coes have been coasting on... Solomon's always a larger-than-life figure if you read the histories, but if you just listen to a few recordings, just wanted to keep moving forward. Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be...
Wait, ain't you the one I saw in SS10? Nah.
Got my attention.
looks like you can be assured that our vault is the most secure. In a word, some of the old families, those descended... Yes, we've got items in our vault. I like to think that the entire heritage of Aquila City... And me? Not as much as we used to. Ever since Marshal Blake took charge. There was a time those lock gang boys would be in here so often, we used to joke they ought to just open accounts. Gotta hand it to Marshal Blake, though. He's really got them. One thing I can say is I've never been a hostage before. Thank you for your business.
All right. The family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key. Okay, now remember, Solomon is from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after. Oh, no. Jacob. He's just a bitter old man, interfering in what's none of his business. There we do. I was hoping to avoid the estate when we landed. We really gotta do this? I know, it's just... You're not wrong. All right, fine. He's my dad, okay? Family business just wasn't something I wanted to... God, that's the worst part. They're thick as thieves. Last thing I need is Jacob in her life. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, well, sorry I'm such a pain about it. No forgiveness between me and my old man. All right. That's the rock. Ranger Central. Not a bad part, too.
Well, Sam Cole finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? And what's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop. There's only one place a Co ought to be. And it ain't out there in the Starfield doing Lord knows what. Putting our future at risk.
I got just as much right to those maps as anyone else in this family.
That's exactly right, Sam. We all share Solomon's legacy. Only some of us are around to live up to it, and some of us aren't.
All right, that's enough.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short.
Any day you make it through is a victory in my book. Give me a sec. No, I don't. It's just... No. I mean, this is no place for her, okay? Yeah, like I said before, they're thick as thieves. Can you imagine what that bitter old mule would... I made a decision a long time ago about how my little girl gets raised. Damn it. Fine. We'll go get her.
What is it this time, Con? You mean besides the fact that you're some independent group that doesn't know where your loyalties? Or are you referring to the fact that my granddaughter lives in your club? Well, that's not your decision, is it? You really believe that, don't you? You think I'm not trying to help? Can't believe I'm saying this. But if I'll get... They're in the other room, here.
All right, let's see if we can find... All right, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. There. Found... Well, you ain't wrong. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shaw Gang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galvin. Criminal groups in Aquila always find a way. But they usually have to keep on the move to avoid the... Well, it could just be a coincidence, as the cave we want happens to be where the Shaw Gang runs around. Well, just remember, it's about the artifact, not them. Hurting bad guys puts a smile on your face, that's a bonus. Let's get to that cave. Outside the wall, things get dicey. Hostile are no joke, even for us. Spending time in hard G is a good workout. I don't need to like it, though.
I thought I was going to be fired for sure. Now I got a whole
You're in the Vanguard, right?
Easy there, no bad guys around. Wait, no one's around, right? You heard that, right?
be fun.
We should bring Cora back here sometime. Tell ghost stories. I think she's still into that. Let's get going. I wonder if we're alone in here.
I think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the now you got past my crew, who I pay quite grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives? Oh, really? That's what I'm hoping. Huh. The Shaw gang's name in... Always good to know some... Yeah. I see you again. You. This is your fault! You better lend us a hand!
I'm gonna find you! Give me some cover!
I guess I owe you something for dealing with the Ashta. Take it and get lost.
You're lucky the boss is so generous.
We're... Hey, we're back. Newest member of our little family really pulled through for us. Just, what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship. Likewise. You know where to find it.
If you have a moment, I have something I'd like to discuss.
So, does Vasco belong to you now, or does he still belong to Bear?
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
A book about plants written by somebody from Constellation.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I thought you were going to take off as soon as you'd gotten something from. I want you for a little soiree I'm planning.
He made a brand new kind of plant.
A business meeting, of a sort at least.
It's so wow.
It's about an artifact, and our goal is simple. Our seller is a freelance operative in the city of Neon, which means the artifact is almost... I just need a little more presence in the negotiation to show we're serious. Oh, exceedingly. The free market there is in full effect. Anything goes as long as you have the money. That settles it then. We just need to make a few stops when we get to the city, and then the drinks. It'll be easy, I promise. I'll ride passenger on your Just let me know when you're ready to settle. To the Volai star system, then. Smell that? Construction, incense, industrial chemicals are everywhere. A native species of fish. I often wonder what would have happened if they'd never found... I mean, on paper, a rich protein source is far more practical value than a recreational drug. But theory loses out. Something to do with Kazanbas's natural oils, apparently. If you're curious, we need to stop by the Stroud-Eklund offices. There are certain authorization procedures when large funds are being tracked.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want.
Mr. Stroud, we didn't know you were coming in.
It's all right. I just need to have a short chat with my counterpart. Is she in today?
Yes, allow me to bust you in, sir.
Mr. Stroud, you are so...
Walter.
Issa.
Shall we continue from last time? The luxury cruise line market is completely outside of our core competencies. Investing into it is a mistake.
No, I'm here about... Wait a minute, a mistake. Our ship designers are the best in the settled systems.
They design personal craft and military ships, Walter. Large-scale accommodations and hospitality is a completely different beast. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here I am arguing with my partner, Issa Eklund, the hyphenated Eklund in our glorious... Co-CEO, heir to the Eklund fortune, and somewhere down there I'm his wife, yes.
Didn't know our marriage was such a low priority.
Oh, it jumps up the list at the right moments. Ah, yes, the daring explorers my partner is so infatuated with. You should hear him reciting that speech.
There's no need.
Oh, my heart skips a beat when he does it. Really, it does. Such passion. If he talked to the boy. Who was it again, Walter? The fountain?
Sebastian Banks. His final address before. I merely found a group of like-minded. Can we move on?
Yes? Why are you here, Walter? The board meeting isn't for...
It's the discretionary fund, Issa. I need...
Ugh. This wouldn't have anything to do with that meeting you've set up at the Astro...
I never said that. Did you have an agent hack into my file?
Only after you had one hack into mine. Tell me, can mutual distrust lead to a point where it's actually the same? Oh, just some light spot. Walter's actually very...
When you mix business and family...
A remarkably insecure location.
That was the point. Neutral territory.
With no leverage. Oh, you must...
I have this all taken care of.
Some investigation into the cellar. What's motivating them? Then, some preliminary casing of the Astral Lounge for security flaws. Give you the advantage.
Bribe a few bouncers, alter the code.
Yes, I hate being selfish, but I would like some time with my husband. We need to go through the fund.
James Newell is the broker who knows our cellar. He'll be able to help you find out. And it shouldn't be hard to find the Astral Lounge. Here, let me at least give you some operation funds since meet me back here. Yeah, I'm going to be present for the negotiation. I'm not leaving.
Oh, I missed you.
I missed you too.
You're still so tense.
Yeah?
Welcome to the Astral Lounge. The Astral Lounge is one of the safest places in all of Neon. Private meetings are usually held in the floor above, just to use the elevator. Then I would say you'd be interested in the Astral Lounge VIP package. We do Stride. Huh. You work for Stroud? Maybe so. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm afraid we... Excellent. Come back soon. Take it easy.
Keep it moving.
Dietrich's been great at the meetings. Wish he'd still... Maybe I did? Maybe. Information isn't... Easy, friend. Not looking... I guess maybe I... Okay. I don't know much. Sleep crate 1.
Now, James, I don't want you to get upset. Let Administrator Bay you.
I don't sell.
Q4.
Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines?
Is everything ready? To the Astral Lounge. Goodbye, my dear. See you at the next board meeting?
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on this little operation. Just...
Now, I don't know what the cellar looks like, but they'll have a security briefcase. We should split up. The code phrase to identify yourself as the buyer is Ramsey. It's not like people who trade in stolen goods are eager to share. Are they? Remember, Ramsey and Travers.
This Aurora stuff, it's blowing my mind.
Hey there. Excuse me.
You good?
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy? Oh, really? I heard you all have a meeting in a few minutes, don't you? In one of those fancy... Speaking of which, I gotta get go...
Yes? Haven't seen Reach in a while.
I just saw our seller walk by. Now, before we head in there, let me go over the ground rule. He'll ask for twice what we agreed on. That's normal. He'll probably try to walk out. That's... Don't worry about the amount we actually settle on. The Stroud-Eklund Discretionary Fund is just a... Our goal is to get him to accept that ship in exchange for the artifact. Anything goes as long as it's in our hands, and we're not dead. That's why you're here. Hopefully our combined countenance will be enough, but grabbing the... just do me a favor and treat it as a last resort. I have...
You don't need to wear your helmet on.
So you're Stroud. You look different in person.
Our public relations always insists on doing some touch-ups for the official photos. Embarrassing, really.
Your security here going to stand or sit for this little meeting, making me nervous. So polite. Almost makes me forget what planet.
Am I to assume that briefcase has our item of interest?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, look at that.
One of a kind, and I know you want it.
I have the amount we agreed on.
Things have changed. I want double.
Now how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know, but your security here seems to have some fancy gear. Why don't they chip in? Oh, really? And how do you know that?
Does it matter? We know you're in a fix, and we're still willing to buy. For the agreed-upon amount.
I got people after me, okay? I can't just settle on what we agreed on. I need more so I can
That's not our problem. We came here expecting one amount. Now you want another?
You telling me Walter Stroud ain't got the cash? I'll walk out of this booth right now. I leave now. I can get a jump start on the people after me. Instead of you...
You'd be on your way already if you just take the money I'm offering you and shut up. What's it going to be? Take or walk?
All right. You win. Hand over the money. This...
Well done. Some high-pressure tactics, but we got what we were after. Time to go home, shall we?
Stop right there. You're in possession of Slayton Arrow.
Ah. Slayton must... We don't need to do this. All's fair on Neon.
Hand over Mr. Slayton's prop. It's my employer's property. That's all I need to know. You gonna make me... I'm listening. I hear you. Whoa, hey now. Huh. All right. But Nicholas Slayton isn't a man...
Sending our men into the Astral Lounge. Slayton must be serious about getting the artifact back. We'd better get off the planet quickly.
get lost. I have a job to do.
Ace. Something's gone wrong.
Slayton has put a bounty on your heads. He's greased a few palms. Your ship's been impounded at the space.
There goes our way out. The same way everything works on Neon. Money. The CEO of Slayton Aerospace. They're a systems manufacturer. Agreed. Have a talk with them.
Slayton Aerospace has offices here in the trade tower. If Nicholas is moving this quickly...
Let's head to their lobby, shall we? See if we can make...
You're out there a lot, right? In space?
Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. I'm afraid Mr. Slayton is... Maybe I could squeeze you in.
You may think so, but I don't.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in. Ha, that's... Oh, I think we can make an exception.
You have a question? You can chat with the receptionist all you want.
Wait. This clearly isn't the executive level. He's on to us.
Walter, taking what's mine, then breaking into my office. A bold move, but one easily countered.
Oh, we're trapped.
Hello, Walter, dear, are you there?
Issa?
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to pay off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
All right. We've got her out. Once the door's open, just follow her instructions, okay? For the moment, Slayton will be scrambling his own security teams once he gets wind that we're no longer at his mercy. I'm aware of the irony of me continuing.
Doors will open in 3, 2, 1. Slayton's guards and employees are all over. Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cupboard just to the right of the elevator you came in on. Securities are full of them. No point slipping through unnoticed now. You'll have to fight your way to the exit.
expect us to climb up the trade tower?
There's a series of catwalks that lead directly up one floor to the executive level. You're coming in just behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes you steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. I lock it down. Where... Aren't you? In the back of your mind, through the tunnel vision of... You have what's mine. Although I do admit, having the see.
How are your quarterlies looking, Nicholas? Perhaps we can add Slayton Aerospace to our supply chain. Provided this unpleasantness was behind.
Yes. I think that could be a most beneficial exchange. Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief responsible for our Seren. I think it would cement our new partnership if you were to decide. If you wish, you will have the opportunity. My security brought Musgrove to my office. I'm sure seeing you...
Just let him go. No sense in more violence.
We have an opportunity to spare a man's life.
Oh no. You... Slayton took it all. Probably in one of his secure accounts somewhere.
I'll settle up with him later. Arbitration, law.
Please. I was just trying to sell a product, okay?
Be lenient. We were taking advantage of his initiative, after all. Even if we have...
A rare moment of compassion for this city. Very well. Time
to go. Let's talk more back at the ship.
Get going. Mr. Slayton is done with you.
Quit staring.
Not sure if those Good to see you.
Can I help?
Deal with a man who wanted us dead. I guess we can call that a win. What do you think? I agree. This, all in all, a great success. Thank you for allowing me to... Yes, It must be great.
Lifting off now.
I bet your whole house is full of bills.
Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for this. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the...
That's not any type of ship I recognize.
You see much. But our ship was created from a power beyond your understanding. It's simple. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy.
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for no... The more you understand, the more damage you...
How could just knowing what you are be dangerous?
Our...
Not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is... If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance. We'll get through this.
Grammatically impossible, but somehow
I agree.
you managed to do it.
Yes.
Lifting off now. Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
Is it true that you destroyed the Crimson Fleet with nothing but your bare hands and a sandwich? Will that count? You so wouldn't need to us.
Answering your question. The more you understand,
How could just know
our distance.
I'm not like if we spin up the... want to risk a straight...
We can wait no longer. Prepare yourselves for oblivion.
Speculation part of my brain is in overdrive. We need to regroup at the lodge immediately. Tell Noel to analyze the data off the ship's sensors. Everyone's going to want to weigh in on this.